What if I told you the reason your money keeps disappearing is not because you spend too much, but because your money has no job? You get paid, bills hit, life happens, and before you know it, the paycheck is gone with nothing to show for it. If you have ever asked yourself, where did my money go? This video is for you. Welcome to Finance Switch. This is a space for real people living real American lives, working hard, paying bills, and trying to make sense of their money without shame, hustle culture, or unrealistic advice. Today, we are talking about one of the simplest and most powerful tools for taking control of your finances, zero-based budgeting. Let's start with what zero-based budgeting actually means, because the name alone sounds intimidating. Zero-based budgeting does not mean you end the month with $0 in your bank account. That is the biggest misunderstanding. What it really means is that every single dollar you earn is given a job before you spend it. Your income minus your expenses equals zero on purpose. Nothing is left floating. Nothing is unassigned. Every dollar knows where it is going. Most people do the opposite. They get paid, pay some bills, spend as life comes up, and then hope there is something left over at the end. Zero-based budgeting flips that. You decide first, then you spend. Imagine you earn $3,000 this month. With zero-based budgeting, you sit down and tell every dollar what its role is. Rent, utilities, car payment, gas, groceries, insurance, debt payments, savings, even fun money. When you are done assigning, every dollar is accounted for. Zero left unassigned. That is why it works. Because money with no assignment always disappears. Now here is why this feels different from traditional budgeting. Most budgets focus on restriction. Zero-based budgeting focuses on intention. You are not guessing. You are deciding. And this matters, especially in real American life. Bi-weekly paychecks, rising rent, credit cards, student loans, medical bills. When money is tight, guessing creates anxiety. Deciding creates calm. Another important thing to understand is that zero-based budgeting is flexible, not rigid. Your budget is allowed to change. Life happens. A car repair comes up. A bill is higher than expected. You adjust the plan. You do not throw it away. Think of it like a GPS. When you miss a turn, it recalculates. It does not shame you or quit. Here is how you start, even if you feel broke. First, figure out your total monthly income. If your income changes, use your lowest expected month. This keeps you safe instead of stressed. Next, list your essentials: housing, utilities, transportation, food, insurance. These come first because survival comes first. Then list your financial priorities. This could be paying down credit cards, building a small emergency fund, or catching up on past due bills. Even small amounts matter here. Then, and this part is important, assign money for guilt-free spending. Eating out, streaming services, a coffee run. Fun is not the enemy. Unplanned fun is. When every dollar has a job, spending stops feeling scary. You know what you can spend without guilt because you already decided. Here is why zero-based budgeting changes how you feel about money. It replaces anxiety with clarity. It replaces guessing with control. It replaces shame with confidence. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start saying, "I planned for this." And here is the identity shift that happens quietly. You stop seeing yourself as bad with money. You start seeing yourself as intentional with money. That matters more than the math. Say this with me: I decide where my money goes. I choose clarity over chaos. I am learning to control my finances one decision at a time. If this explanation helped things click for you, comment below and say zero-based so I know you're following along. Like this video if it made budgeting feel simpler. Subscribe to the channel for more practical, no-shame money conversations. And share this with someone who works hard but feels like their paycheck keeps disappearing. Money does not disappear because you are irresponsible. It disappears when it has no assignment. Zero-based budgeting gives every dollar a purpose, and that is where control begins.